Good morning, class. Today is June 2nd, 2020, and we will start with our This Day in History. On this day in 1774, the Quartering Act is reenacted. This is the law from Parliament saying that colonists had to house soldiers in their house so they could show up and be like, we're staying here tonight. And they had to be like, okay, we'll feed you. That's why it's one of our amendments that we can't be required to house soldiers who just randomly show up at our doorstep saying we need a place to stay. On this day in 1793, the Reign of Terror begins. This is so after America gained its independence, other countries followed in suit, including France. France went about it a little more violently. It was harder to overthrow the government. And so Maximilian Robespierre started the Reign of Terror. This was pretty much just behead everybody we don't like. We don't like them, get rid of them. The streets literally ran red with blood. Thousands upon thousands of people had died. They were beheaded with a guillotine, which is that thing, it's like the blade. You pull the rope and the blade comes down and cuts off the head. You've probably seen them in movies and stuff. And eventually Robespierre is executed. He's found to be completely crazy, and he's executed with the guillotine, and that ends the Reign of Terror. But today's the anniversary of it starting. On this day, in 1886, Grover Cleveland becomes the first president to get married in the White House. On this day in 1924, the United States grants full citizenship to American Indians. Let that sink in. Granting citizenship to the people who were here for thousands of years before we got here. Yeah, it took until 1924, 150 years after our country was formed. On this day in 1953, Queen Elizabeth was crowned Queen of England. So today's the anniversary of her coronation. It's quite exciting. She's the longest reigning English monarch. On this day in 1935, Babe Ruth retired. And on this day in 1865, this is highly appropriate, the American Civil War ends. And we all know that that was at Appomattox. So, what's going on today? I have office hours at 12:45 and 3:30 for periods 1 and 4. Please make sure you are on time if you need help. I've gotten a few questions about the work for this week. It is work for this week and next week. Also, I got some emails about PBL. This is not related to this project is not related to your PBL project. This is a completely different project. We're not going to do PBL anymore. That was a conversation that we had as a team, as the three of us, Miss Wing, Miss Primrose Hutton, and myself, and we decided not to do it. Just be a little too hard. You need a little more support, more discussion, stuff like that we can't really provide from a distance. So yeah. This is a different project. It's a small project. It's not very big. You can do it all this week and then turn it in and have no work for me next week if that's what you want to do. That is up to you. I'm going to grade a little bit today, so keep an eye on your grades. They'll be updated probably tomorrow. I think that's about it. If you need help, be sure to reach out to me. Bye, guys.